Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
We found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock. We'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will, I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tools.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
what do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct. Just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see. Let's make this quick. What do you want, Quill? Just browsing, huh? All right, let's go.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier!
The Grand Humidity!
I am Groot.
Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks I'm bleats. It translates weird.
Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I want so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you were able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Woo! That was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe. And she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny. You're overwatering, Sir Groot.
I am Groot.
Yeah, leave him alone. I tinker when I'm stressed, Groot waters, Gamora meditates, etc.
When I'm stressed, I concentrate real hard, and sometimes I can see the birth of the universe. First, there's only one reality, and then, bam, all reality.
That's kinda cool. So, how was it riding along with Lady Hellbender? Did she have you try on battle armor?
Oh, no. She's very respectful of other women's bodily autonomy. We just talked. She asked about you.
Really?
She wanted to know if you'd give her your bomb recipe. Sir Groot praised your skills at length in captivity.
You don't got to apologize, bud. Look, she can get my bomb recipe if she pays for it.
Peter Quill, spar with me.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I don't want to get tired before the real fight. Bet those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fin Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe if he does it without my help.
Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there. No matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together. Gamora Zanhubari, you wish to practice hand-to-hand technique.
It's still weird when you say my actual name.
I am getting used to it.
We've come a long way since Murderous Sorceress. Wasn't it what you were calling me back on my first mission with the team?
Yes. At first I believed you had bewitched Peter Quill. I could see no other reason he would hire an assassin for a protection contract.
Really? No other reason than magic?
You could also have seduced him. He lacks mental fortitude in the presence of women.
True. If I remember right, he spent most of that protection contract flirting with the waitresses. No, not like that.
What is it?
Now that's a knife.
It is indeed a spectacular blade.
Drax! Hey, I was just...
There is no need to explain yourself, Peter Quill. Unlike the rodent, I do not mind when others are curious about my things.
It's a really cool blade.
With an equally impressive history.
You recognize it?
It belonged to Zatar the Unfinished, a great Catathian warrior king who led the first pilgrimage to Maklu 4.
Wait. So you're saying this is basically Excalibur?
I am unfamiliar with such a weapon.
It's a mythical sword belonging to a famous Earth King.
And yes, I suppose you could say this is the Excalibur of my people. It is a symbol of a king and the great hunt he inspired for those seeking to regain a place in Ultath.
Zatar sounds like a hero of yours.
King Zatar. And he is. Every Catathian warrior knows the story of his pilgrimage to Maklu 4.
Why is he called Zatar the Unfinished, then?
In the history of my people, a rival king attacked Zatar's lands, easily overwhelming his forces. Captured and broken, Zatar challenged the rival king to a fight to the death, but the conqueror refused. banishing him to a life of dishonor and disgrace instead. So King Zatar went to Maklufor to challenge the mighty Fin Fang Foom and change his destiny.
Well, that's depressing.
How is it depressing?
Because he obviously failed. Fin Fang Foom's still alive and kicking, mostly.
He did not fail, Peter Quill. King Zatar did not vanquish Fin Fang Foom, it is true. But he did redeem himself in the eyes of his people.
By dying? Not exactly a happy ending.
By never giving up. A warrior only truly dies when he stops living. King Zatar proved that our stories, the records of who we were in life, are ours to shape. He could have died a coward who lost his place in Ultath, or he could do what I and many of my people believe he did. Change the ending of his story.
So, this great hunt thing seems like a bigger deal than I thought. Did we mess it up for everyone by capturing Fin Fang Foom?
What do you mean?
Well, its purpose is to regain entry into Catathian heaven and stuff, and now there's no Foom to, you know, send you there.
Peter Quill. There are many paths to Ultath. The pilgrimage to Maklufor is but one of them.
Right.
When Thanos murdered my family and destroyed my village, twice I chose the path of revenge. First, I raised a small army of Catathian warriors. Even outnumbered, we cut our way through the Chitauri line and challenged Thanos himself.
Wait. On Catath, you faced Thanos twice during the Galactic War?
Yes. But I was not strong enough the first time.
Strong enough to survive?
Thanos allowed me and a few others to live, to set an example. Defeated and humiliated, the surviving members of my squad chose to make the pilgrimage to Maklufor. But I could not. I continued to walk the path of revenge. Until you helped me put the ghosts of Hovat and Camaria to rest.
To be fair, I had a lot of help.
And yet you have given me a new purpose, Peter Quill. Seems my destiny was not in the mountains of Kakarantara after all, but here, on this ship, with you.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us now. I can't guarantee where our path will take us, but hopefully somewhere with lots of money and comfort.
I do not have a doubt in my heart, Peter Quill, that we will have moderate success.
I'll accept moderate.
Sir Groot, I gotta say, I don't know what you told the Katati Guardians at the cave entrance, but they were very cooperative when I came back with the villagers.
Wow. Okay.
Woo! Harsh words. Now I understand the fear in their branches. Spook them good.
So, Bug Girl, how come you can understand Groot so well? You've only known him a few cycles.
Telenesin is a common language in some realities. The Chitauri don't always blow up Planet X.
I am Groot.
Yep. There's a dimension where I learned to speak it from a very aggressive compost vendor on Nowhere.
Groot loves compost.
I don't know what it is, but this you really likes closing fridges.
The door keeps opening, so I close it.
But it's broken. I mean, it's always broken. It's a universal constant.
Huh. More you know.
Alright, not stopping again. Did I forget something?
You do in most realities.
Hey, Bug Lady, you see anything about this mission we should know about?
I don't see much. Or rather, I see too much. So many realities converging.
Does Lady Hellbender ever stand?
Here goes nothing. No, scratch that. Here go the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna barf.
And we're back. Deja vu.
Is it just me or that fleet looks twice as big now?
Wrong. It's at least thrice as big.
That's the biggest I've ever seen it.
What now?
Kill the lights, kill the engines, and wait for Lady Hellbender to show up.
We're sure she's coming, right?
She is a woman of honor, a queen. She promised to gather her forces.
And how long is that gonna take?
Too long.
No. We can't be too late. We gotta save the galaxy and Nikki. One way or another, we need to get in there and shut down that ritual.
We can't take on a fleet that big.
Little Fuzzy!
Rocket, what are you doing, man?
We need to get into Sacrosanct to disrupt the ritual, right? We all know we get killed out here. So, I'm gonna make a really loud distraction.
My tunes!
Yeah, I rigged it to blast your scuddy music across all channels, while the church is out looking for the source.
We cut the engines and we flow silently right past them to board the Sacrosanct. Smart.
Seriously? Fine. But we're getting it back as soon as we win. Now get back in here! Let's find a place to park.
Look at those fools. Our deception is working.
You sound so surprised.
We are so gonna get my music back once this is all done.
Sorry, Quill. Chances are they're gonna blast it to pieces once they pin it down.
Let's make sure this sacrifice counts.
Can we not call it that?
Why are we whispering, anyways? I know they're out there, but they can't hear us through the ship's hull.
Yet you're still whispering.
Because I don't want to be the one to flark it up if they can hear through it. But they can't.
Well, certainly if they could hear us.
What?
Orgon's breath. Whoa! Yes! Lady Hellbender has arrived!
Guardians of the Galaxy, stop hiding! The monster lords of Seknarf 9 hunger for battle!
We're not hiding,
We are sneaking.
because we need to get into Sacrosanct alive.
Then we will slaughter as many as we can out here while you fight your way in. Eat, my children! Crack open their shells and feast upon the sweet meats inside!
This is so metal. All right, Alright, people, let's take advantage of a nice lady's murdering spree. We're busting into Sacrosanct.
That landing base are way in, but there's still a lot of pain between here and there.
Maybe we can blow past them.
Risky.
They're fast!
You must make the most of this diversion!
Give it all she's got, then some!
I think you're finally figuring out how to fly her, Quill!
I'm happy enough to still be in one piece!
Taking fire!
Try not to get shot, Quill.
Flying, this sucks! Got a piece of that guy! Crap, that's a lot of turrets!
Direct hit! Scan support. Stop getting hit and there won't be no damage.
Useful, thanks.
Hurry up, Peter! The real fun's gonna be inside Raker's ship!
Got my best pose!
Mantis, you sure you can fly her?
Yes! Sometimes.
Hang on, maybe you should.
To arms! The enemy approaches!
Rocket, any sign of Warlock?
Yeah, my tracker's showing gold, but in the central rock formation. We gotta get out of this hangar.
Tell them that!
The hangar's wide open! They can attack from anywhere!
Throw that Drax!
Can also be attacked from anywhere!
Exactly why we're here. You heard him. Let's hit him until they pop in front. Whoa! Watch the language!
Gamora! Cut that!
Top lady better not ding our ship.
The insect which seems comfortable enough with controls. And ready!
Hey, Stunheads! We're just here for the fulfillment!
Yes! So we can disrupt it! Lady Hellbender's entrance was quite the spectacle!
Wish Boom hadn't chopped my tubes! Making short work of these cultist creeps! These guys really need to work on their hospitality!
Tell them later, after they're dead.
Last time someone got stabbed! Peter!
Ready!
This will be our glorious final assault on the trip!
Unless they got another backup plan.
These space crates are unstable!
Maybe we should stand next to them then! Groot! Anti-time! Can any of you markers point us to the ritual chamber?
Yes! So we can disrupt it!
The hangar's wide open! They can attack from anywhere!
As long as the ships don't spot us, we should be okay. Hit! Let's get the fuck out of here!
How close are we?
Not close, which is why we need to keep moving.
Yeah! They called in the creep elite!
At least they brought the elevator for us.
Blew them up!
The ark is with me.
using his squad!
Let's pop that fool so he stops handing out drinks! Right! That floating freak's fixing up the rest!
Groot, do your thing!
How many crackpots to blast?
Bet you I finish off more than you!
Do not let the flying one end his team!
What's the opposite of heal? Let's do that to him!
I got all these toys, I'm just dying to use! Ugly's fixing up his crew!
And he should be the first to die!
Strength and faith!
Danger close, Rocket! Ready, Groot!
We should switch to the heart! Yup! Get on the flag base healing his buddies! I see him, Groot! Watch out! That one's been boosted!
Earl B, Stormlord!
What's next, Peter?
The blockhead's amping up his buddies!
Of course I think we'll win! We're the gardeners, ain't we?
I was up his front there! Thanks, Big D!
Take down the flyer! He's healing the rest!
Well, that's not fair!
Get on the turret! He's fixing up the other! Been too
That's
long
not
since I
fair.
blew something up!
The hovering summon is blessing his flock!
Yeah, the sooner that guy's down, the better.
Your magic will not save them, wizard!
What's the opposite of heal? Let's do that to him!
Peter Quill, I am trying
to help
to
me,
destroy!
Choice! Or you shall be returned!
Guys, that one's mending the rest.
Well, that's not fair!
Man, this battle is proving too worthy!
Hey, Quill! I think the big guy's seen stars! The floater's healing the rest of them!
Okay, that one's gonna hit way harder.
The flying one empowers them with faith! Floating one restores his companions!
Put a target on him!
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Let's sever it. Watch out! He's healing up his friends.
What are you waiting for? Shoot him in the face!
Really missing my tunes right now, Rocket!
We get out of this alive, I'll make you a new one! Get on the flyer! He's healing his team! This shall break them needs to be seeing stars!
This has got my name on it. Never see it coming.
These guys really need to work on their hospitality!
Tell them later, after they're dead! Listen to Groot! Get in here!
This place brings back troubling memories.
Groot wants to know if you're gonna go all weirdo again.
No. Thanks to all of you, I have seen through Magus's lies. How can we be certain they have not found a way to convert the war?
It would explain why they took him prisoner instead of just killing him.
And there's a lot of faith Scott beaming into this place.
He almost kicked our butts when he was all sad and mopey.
If they found a way to turn him, we'll just have to go into his mind and fix him too.
I ain't jumping into that freak's promise. Can you imagine?
Mirrors as far as the eye can see.
Jars full of combs and cheap hair products.
You use hair products.
I said cheap.
A wealth of luxurious oils and sweetly perfumed lotions.
Hey! Mantis, no spinning! Why is she spinning?
Don't worry about my flying. Just worry about your shooting. You'll meet new people soon.
Already here, Mantis!
Oh, say hi for me.
Celestial Madonna sends her greeting.
I kind of want to know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time.
Right? Learn a bit
fanatics only understand violence!
At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
Not yet!
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside! These people fight without fear. They have fully embraced the promise.
And there's millions more where they came from.
Let's hope Mantis and Lady Hellbender keep most of them busy outside.
Door's flarked.
Scut. We need to go that way. See if you can overload it.
Are they still mad at us? Okay, sorry we left such a mess last time we were here.
No, we ain't!
Think they'll tell us where Warlock is?
We don't need them to! Tracker's working fine!
Hold up, Rocket!
I kind of want to know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time.
The fabric inhibits their potential!
At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
She's actually an accomplished pilot.
I guess it was a pretty controlled roll. For the bug lady, I mean.
Free lessons over here. One less cultist to work. We made another mess.
Groot's right! They started it!
It's a big cult. They've got to have janitors.
We are being watched. Say hi to the church, Can.
Oh good, here comes the cleaning crew.
The spill is back that way, boys.
I do not believe these people are janitors.
Good.
He is free!
There's a lot more where
now.
he came from.
Don't be sad! Keep punching, they're stunning lights out!
Drax, toss it! Think they'll tell us where Warlock is?
They are nothing but promise-filled husks! Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside!
Probably destroyed half the armada by now, Drax. Using only her bear. I kind of want to know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time.
Maybe there's a giant closet on the ship somewhere.
I'm ready. Just find me an opening.
What's next, Peter? I guess it was a pretty controlled roll. For the bug lady, I mean.
At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
She's actually an accomplished pilot.
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
Star Guy, what does the angry orange light on your controls mean?
Which one?
The one under the tape. Oh, now it's yellow. Now orange again. Yellow.
Just ignore it, Mantis.
Put tape over my warning lights?
They're distracting.
You just lost your tape privileges.
It's my tape.
Soon Lady Hellbender will dismantle this vessel, piece by burning piece.
I would love to see that. But from the outside.
Yeah, let's not be here when she does.
Drax, Groot thinks you should have saved your hunt marker for this place.
There is no need. We conquered the unconquerable Foom. We have rendered ourselves invincible.
feels like the wrath of Lady Hellbender!
No! It's huge, larking turbines!
Her legends will say otherwise!
Go get him, guys!
Scott!
Great. Now what? Where is he?
Ah, got him. Golden Boy's this way. Come on.
Yes, we're going out into space. We got no other options. And I got a theory. Yup, artificial gravity. Figured a ship this big would need it for repairs and stuff.
This is so cool!
Hang on.
Okay, go, go, go. See? Nothing to it. Yep, signal's coming from somewhere inside that giant freaking rock. Yeah, that scrap heap's taking pot shots at our monsters.
Enemies ahead, Peter Quill.
Okay, we got this. Rocket! Nuke 'em!
Another crazed Novacore soldier down!
Had to be done!
Got you, Drax!
Be careful! Dragon's off the fin!
Just let him try! I'll
Rush
shoot
him,
him all!
Drax! How are we holding up?
We're good, but my trigger finger has gone numb from all the murdering.
The surgeon's worried! They sent Nova after us!
Gotta be getting close!
Don't get hit by the mine!
Perhaps you should avoid that electrical wizardry! Watch the large one's explosives! No mercy!
There's only room for one bomb-tossing badass here!
I believe the electrical thaumaturge is a priority! Let's go!
I see it! Target's wide open! Nice one, Drax! You'll be feeling that one!
That is certainly an exaggeration.
My feelings!
When possible, circumvent electrical hazards!
That floating mine guy is really starting to tick me off!
I agree! The electric-wielding corpsman must perish next!
Nice to meet you!
I seek vengeance!
I'll be your wingman anytime!
Peter! Help!
Looks like even she's got her limits!
Groot, bear down!
Those mines are gonna be an issue!
Scary lefty! Right!
That target requires precision!
You and me both! We can take him out! That's what you get, squat hoppers!
Rocket! Do you just make up those words or do they mean something?
They mean I'm sick of getting shot at.
Shuck it! Guffle stompers!
Rocket, can you pop the lock on that door?
Yeah, just let me do it.
Well, that didn't work.
The panel's flarked. But I got a better idea. Hang on.
Out of the way! Rocket time! And that's how it's done!
Excellent work, little Fuzzy. You know
don't get to call me that.
Heads